Hello friends, I hope you guys are doing so great today by the grace of God. And today I would like to make a short video about one thing, about risk taking, guys. Risk taking, which is the number one thing for all entrepreneurs, all business people, is always about risk taking. If you want to be an entrepreneur, risk taking is actually the number one thing you are supposed to overcome before anything else which has to do with investment. So the first thing I'd like to say is that you should never be afraid about taking any risk which you have in one way or the other try to measure, so that your risk should not be like for example playing parry foot or playing what's kind of football or kind of gambling games, in such a way that you don't even know what kind of possible outcome can come out from there, and you will definitely lose everything you've invested. The number one thing to keep in mind is this, guys. If you are clearly afraid of taking risk into investing in anything meaningful which you've discovered, which you're trying to do, which you're already doing, or which you did in the past and it didn't work, if you're afraid of taking risk in doing anything out here, guys, the number one thing you have to keep in mind is, are you comfortable in the position and in the situation in which you are, in such a way that if you stay there for the next 5 years without taking that particular risk today, your life will be better. Your life will not have any damage, any problem, any change, anything, nothing at all to worry about. If that's the case, then don't take any risk. Sit down there quietly and do what you are already doing. If you are feeling like you're not miserable in the position in which you are right now, in the job you're already having right now, and nothing is disturbing you whatsoever you're doing, stay you quietly, do what you're already doing, and wait at the end of the day to receive the results, which are still going to be far less than the original results you were already having before you took that risk. What does it mean? It simply means, let's say for example, most people are afraid of taking risk right now when they are still young, or right now maybe at the position where they are, maybe they are having already a family and you're having your maybe two kids. You are afraid of taking risk right now, and you are believing that this thing that you found somewhere that is actually interesting and it gives you meaning, it has a huge impact which can change your life in one way. If it actually takes, you decide not to put in the energy right now, but that you put in the next 5 years, or in the next how many years, in the next year, in the next year, in the next year. And at the end of the day, what you decided not to invest today becomes one of the greatest things that you actually regret in the next 5 years or in the next few years to come. Why? Because you are aging. Your life is going away. We are going towards death, and our kids, by the grace of God, are coming and they are getting older, and their needs are increasing, and your family situation is increasing. Your family needs are also increasing, and you, maybe as the head of the man, as the head of the family, as the provider, or maybe you, the woman who is trying to do your best to actually support your husband, you are still right now maybe without any children, or maybe with just the first child, or maybe second child, third child, fourth child. How is your life going to look like in 5 years that you have not invested, or you have not taken the risk that you were supposed to take in the next today? How is your life going to look like? You are definitely going to be, if you are standing in the same position with your same job that you are having from the beginning today till the next 5 years, I'm sure in 5 years this your current job you are having will not be able to overcome all your expenditures, to go through your expenditures, your bills, simply because your needs and your family needs and your children needs are going to be increasingly going up without stopping. So it means the earlier you take any possible positive risk into doing something which you find meaning into, the more chances you have into doing that. Let's say for example right now I have 0 kids. For example right now as I'm speaking, I don't yet have a kid, and by the grace of God I'm seeing an opportunity, and instead of me jumping with my 2 legs inside a particular opportunity which may be seeming promising, which I'm seeing, I've studied the opportunity, it seems promising, I'm telling myself like, I'm not yet ready for the opportunity, let me take maybe 1 year to study the opportunity. I'm taking 1 year, then my wife is getting pregnant. I'm taking the next year, then my wife is already twins already there, 3, 4, 5 children already there. I'm still thinking about the opportunity, but I can no more invest the same amount of energy, the same amount of time, the same amount of finances I wanted to invest the beginning when I actually started. Why? Because the children are there. Because as a father, for example, I cannot more take all my salary, for example, or all my investment from my different places all over and put it inside a business and see whether or not it takes or not, because it's risk taking. See whether or not it takes, the business works or not. So it means I have to look forward to something more secure, and security is something that we are looking forward towards risk taking. At the end of risk taking, you will find more security if you are taking any risk. If you're not taking any risk, contemplate the leisure you're already having, the situation you're already in, and see yourself in the next 5 years if you actually enjoy who you are by then, with the same job opportunity you are inside that you had 5 years ago. So that was actually this video for risk taking, guys. Measure the risk in one way. For me to measure my risk, I always put my 2 knees on the floor, or put my knees on the floor, and then I'll ask Jesus Christ to actually give me the strength to tell me whether or not that thing is actually for me. If he says something the following day, I will know the difference between my thoughts and his words, and then I'll engage myself into doing whatsoever Jesus is asking me to do. So give your life to Jesus Christ, guys. If you like this video, please like. It doesn't cost you anything. Like and subscribe to the channel. God bless you abundantly. Share also to your friends. Ciao, ciao.